Alright, we're back for some Void Crew. Let's go have some fun. Let's continue the run. We got the captain, we got Natheus. Let's review our crew really quick. Oh, there's active presence. Oh, we're in the middle of a fight. Alright then, well, let's kill these guys.
Alright, Ben. Let's shoot them what they're messing with. Eunice, take us over.
With pleasure, Captain. Die, fools.
I'll rend you limb from limb.
Jazzy, some help?
My pleasure, Captain. I'll finish him.
The enemy crew has been killed. You loot their pockets and the supplies.
Good work, Ben. Clean kills all around. Eunice, some healing if you don't mind.
Certainly, Captain. Your wounds have been dealt with.
Good. Is everyone feeling ready to board the next ship?
I'm ready, Captain. Let them taste my blade. Once I have a blade, and Calvin, let them taste my fist, I guess. I should really get a blade.
As you approach an orbital outpost, you notice its defensive batteries are tracking your ship very closely. The station master opens comms. Do not approach any closer. We do not accept visitors anymore. The last one already did enough damage. You press onwards.
Disappointing. Captain, I'm seeing corrosive gases up ahead.
Yes, there appear to be corrosive gases flooding this atmosphere, Captain. Our shields cannot protect us from every instance of corrosive gas. We must be careful.
Alright, let's kill these fools and move on as quick as we can then.
You come across a death cult spacecraft and scuds in a cloud of noxious flux vapors. It raises its weapons and drifts towards your ship. I hunger for flesh, it says.
You want our flesh? Then you shall have it. That and more than you can take.
Kill them all.
They are nothing to us. Nothing.
I have drained their ability to do us any harm. They are weak before us. Calebus, you're taking some damage. Be careful.
There we go.
The enemy crew is killed. You search for the remains and grab what you can.
Quickly kill us. The poisonous fumes. Let's get ready to transfuse and move. More fumes coming. Good. Thought they were free. Once more, if you don't mind.
Emperor, close our wounds and guide our hands against our foes.
The stations, everybody. Let's get out of here before more of that harm comes.
Captain, we appear to be close to a star. Too close. Fires will begin breaking out soon. That's just leaving as soon as possible.
Extreme temperature warnings light up your console as your ship emerges in front of a Class M supergiant star. To make matters worse, an Imperial warship has exploited these conditions to set up an ambush. You immediately find yourself under attack.
The fools. Let's kill them all. Healers, heal yourself and let's go.
Emperor, guide our hands. Emperor, be our might against our foes. Emperor, protect.
The true Emperor shall guide us to victory. Die, heretic scum.
The enemy crew has been killed. You search the remains and find a few useful items.
Captain, fires are breaking out. I'm venting the relic sector of the ship.
You could have waited till I was out of the room. Dumb AI.
Alright. Let's get back to stations and get ready to warp. I'll man the helm.
There is a mercenary broker here. He says it is always important to have a solid courier back. We have a set of mercenary contracts at Oxford. Would you like to see them? The broker tells you the creation of husks is both reviled and accepted by denizens of the Empire. That not everyone can tolerate their presence, but no one can deny their usefulness. You begin trading with the merchant.
Let's see what they have. If any capable warriors, we could potentially use them on board. I say a Gavothian legionnaires immune to poison. I see quite a few useful items.
Captain, is that an unholy talisman against the unholy?
It must be against that must be weapons.
Oh, good. Well, then I could use it then.
Very good. That Ripper Fist also looks like it could be quite useful. That Legionnaire could also be immune to your, death, such a head feeling.
They are effective in combat, and they make our enemies tremble. If he can get by without nuts, that's fine as well.
I think it's better for us to have the equipment than it is the extra crew member. As much as I would like an extra crew member. This seems more useful and more immediately precious to us. Let's grab these and be ready to go on to the next fight.
You take a moment to outfit your crew.
Excellent. This will allow me to break through doors in no time at all.
This talisman against the unholy will be quite useful.
Yes, that's definitely what it is.
The talisman against the unholy will be quite useful in combat against many foes. Everyone's glad that that's exactly what it is, and it has been identified appropriately. A technocultist vessel looms out of the toxic frost vapors suffusing the region. Fleshwomen, prepare yourselves for immediate desecration.
Let's rip them to shreds. Healers, let's take us to the weapons.
With pleasure, Captain.
Sending a strength drain, they won't stand a chance against you. The strength is gone. Calebus, watch out. Don't fight if you can help it.
You collect what you can from the remains.
This inertial probe is useful, but we don't really use weapons. still, I think it's more useful than the other options, so we'll take it. Let's see if we can get people back to health.
Lord Emperor, guide your faithful chosen on your mission. Bless us and heal us.
That's what. Let's move forward.
You are passing through solar corona when you spot the bulbous silhouettes characteristic of death cult vessels bearing down on you. And ready yourselves for the engagement.
Tell yourself, fearless, and let's go. There's shields if they will hold us all. Excellent for a fight.
Lord Emperor, protect.
My prayers are with you, brothers. Their strength is nothing but for the true servants of the Emperor.
That enemy crew has been killed. You grabs the scrap metal and prepare to war. You approach the Stargaze.
Well then, we can visit a death cult center. Or we could head to a more exciting unidentified exclusion zone. We'll have to go through a desolate sector or the Imperial Shrine Worlds.
I don't mind the solitude. Let's try a desolate sector, Captain.
Very well. We'll see how desolate it truly is.
You arrive at one of the many protostar wastes interspersed amongst a habitable space. Few colonies remain here, and those that do must remain ever vigilant against the roving bands of marauders that infest the region. You notice a weapons dealer on the distant scans.
Weapons. Perfect for us. A prime opportunity, wouldn't you say, Ben?
I agree, Captain. More weapons would be certainly beneficial. Armor, too, if we can get it.
Just as you appear in real space, a cold starship launches an attack. Worst, you're ensnared in the midst of a dense asteroid belt.
Let's get ready to move. Take us over there. We'll take out their weapons if we can. Let's target the shields. That'll be the fastest chance of killing the enemy crew.
Captain, I'm taking us here. Will this do?
Emperor, protect us.
This'll work just fine. Let's kill them. Feeling us? You're doing good. Listen, go ahead and deploy the fumes. This Blood Knight is a tough
One. He's not too much for me to handle. Let's get him. Commander. There he is. Hi, I'm Crunchio.
The enemy crew has been killed. You search the remains and grab some useful items.
Emperor, we are your faithful and chosen. Please, heal us on this mission. Bless us on this journey.
Well prayed, Calebus. Your prayers have been heard. Our course is truly a righteous one.
An Imperial vessel approaches the jump point, with its valuable cargo at stake. It hastily activates sweatbreed and locks onto your ship.
Heretics and traitors, their cargo is best served at our hands. May we be used blessed by the Emperor to relieve them of their stolen goods.
Take us over, Captain.
Emperor, protect us in battle. Save us. Deliver us from our foes.
Good lord. Healers, let's take a moment and heal up. Kragus, let's feel for shield. That and Jesse had to have an eye over. Shield was too weak to fight this time.
I fear I have been wounded. Go on without me, brothers.
Go forth, brothers. The Emperor's bidding is yours to complete this day. Target their weapons. Please, brothers. They assault our ship.
Bless us with strength, O Emperor, as we seek to do your will.
An exciting battle. One by one we'll take them down, until there's nothing left to stand in our way. You are nothing to me. Face me and die.
The enemy crew is killed. We search the remains and find a few useful items.
Emperor, see our need. Listen to my prayer. Heal our wounds.
Thank you, Gildas. Praise the Emperor for his guidance. This may be a good time to enhance our ship a little bit. The investment into our own ship may help us in future encounters.
A pirate vessel locks onto your ship.
You fall to the Emperor's true loyal soldiers.
Emperor, protect us in our time of need. Drain the enemy's strength. Thwart their plans. May they not stand against us.
Oh, that was close. Gildas, let's heal you up. Craig, you can send us over. Kragus, if you don't mind. Go, fight, brothers, for the Emperor.
Emperor, guide their hand. Prevents the enemies from destroying them. May they not have victory over us.
You collect what you can from mermaids.
Let's see, we got a corruption beam. Does not affect shields. Creates corrosive gas. We don't currently have any way to get through shields. That is pretty excellent, but not useful until we can find a way to punch through shields with something else. A chaos engine. Teleport all crew and crew to random rooms on opposing ship. It's a tool. We already have two ways of doing this. Unfortunately, neither one of these is particularly useful for us. So I suppose the corruption beam we could potentially sell, and maybe we could even find a use for it. We're getting quite weak. A med kit of some kind or a healing station would be quite useful. Well, nothing to do but to move forward.
Emperor, see our need and bless us.
An Imperial invasion fleet is visible in distance. They appear to be burning down space highways in the system. You hear on the comms, "Attention, colonies of the Empire. Due to your carelessness and evil tainted the lack of spread amongst you, let the cleansing flames be a lesson to all."
If the soul sector is to be destroyed, this must be an attempt to eradicate a particularly dangerous section. We know it's the Emperor's will that all of these lands be cleansed. It is unfortunately the only way. Perhaps we can sharpen our sword in this fight.
I agree, brother. If there is immediate need, the cancer must not be allowed to spread beyond the system until we have a chance to excise it from the body of this dear Emperor's beloved galaxy.
An Imperial trained crew member helps modulate the comms to contact the invasion fleet. The Imperial Commodore supposes you to be a common commissioned privateer and permits you to assist in the cleansing action. By the time you're able to inspect the interior of the colonists, they're a little more smoldering husks. You recover a few objects that miraculously survive the Syrian flames before moving on.
Oh, an axe? This is something we could certainly use.
Excellent. The Emperor has blessed us then. Let's take it with us. Before we move on, Gildas, would you please send a few prayers to the Emperor that we might be healed?
Emperor, please see our need. Guide us in our plight. Heal our wounds that we may be strengthened against our foes.
Thank you, Brother Gildas. As always, the Emperor blesses you and us for having you with us.
The civilian colony is visible ahead. Cannon fire streaks across the void, and you realize the colony is under attack. You power up weapons and move in to defend the colony.
I have had no reports of these citizens being in any particular danger. The rest of the galaxy, let us defend it with our lives if necessary, but I think we don't even need to do that. These foes will be nothing to us. Let's make sure we're going to move on with the Emperor's true mission. Gildas?
Emperor, guide our hand. Strengthen us against the foes.
I have appealed to the Emperor on your behalf. I fight with you, brothers, in my own way. There, I broke down the door.
Gildas, don't thank you. A close one.
I am quite wounded, brothers. Emperor, please, see my need. Heal me.
I'll send you back forward, brothers, to finish the mission.
Die, every one of you. You who dared raise hand against the Emperor's chosen shall pay the price.
The enemy crew is killed in the attack. Unfortunately, the colony's default was destroyed by a Corsair vessel.
It is a pity we could stop them. This whole section is to be destroyed, but there's no reason they can't be a painless death.
I agree. If the innocent must suffer, let them be as done as briefly as possible. Our actions shall save many. It's a shame we could not postpone the suffering of these.
A suspicious vessel opens comms. Is the independent trader. We have some items for sale. Would you like to inspect our wares? And talking to the dealer, he mentioned the space serpent, celestial hound, colossal morphosthenes, crimson behemoths. The narrative has become increasingly fantastical at each jump. Excessive warp travel can lead to descent to madness. Jump madness, they call it. You shall be wary of such things in the future.
All right, then. Let's see what he has for sale.
These are interesting. Plus 2 to DPS to all death cultists used. Do we have death cultists? Death cultists, that's Jehessian. That's Kragus. Commander. So that would be Jehessian and Kragus. Kragus doesn't really fight, so it doesn't. That's probably not worth the money, but it's good to see it. A siege beam bombards the enemy with a fast charging beam weapon because it was 3 units. Oh, so it uses missiles. Okay, a launch pad. We don't really need that. A shield. Okay, none of these are modules or systems that we particularly need. Each lance shot you fire fully charges 1 random uncharged weapon. Must be powered. Okay, we don't have lances, but that is cool. The first time your ship fires a weapon during a fight, it always hits. That's pretty solid. And some ship armaments. A hull ripper? What's this? A heat beam. Creates fire, does not affect shields. Charge time, beam length 110. So it creates fires on the enemy ship. We have right here, charge at 8 does not create corrosive gas. Ion damage, disruptor. And a hull ripper. 2 shots, 1 damage per shot, times the damage to systemless rooms. Okay. Well, this module is quite good. Always, the first time your ship fires a weapon during a fight, it always hits. We don't really have much in the way of weapons. In fact, I had thought this was going to be a merchant of a different kind. I thought this was going to be a weapon that actually had warrior weapons, but clearly I misread that. I thought, well, is what it is. And looks like there's nowhere else we can buy equipment. Shame. Okay, well, might as well get what we can. I think this... It doesn't affect shields, though. So a disruptor that allows us to affect shields could be good. I suppose we might as well grab it in hopes of being able to use some of these weapons later. And the heat beam and the corrosion beam are pretty fun. Let's grab this. Let's grab this module. It might come into effect later. I think that just allows them to not dodge. So that's something. I don't know that this heat beam will be useful to us because we can't really fire stuff. I think we'd probably be used... Can't afford it anyway. Price 15. Required power 2. Times damage to systemless rooms. Let's get some repairs going. And let's focus on upgrading our shields so that we can fight on our own terms. And actually, autopilot would also really be good because we currently leave the captain's seat unmanned quite a bit. So actually, a little bit of autopilot would be quite good. There. Now it goes down to 8, as opposed to, I think previously it was 0. Okay, that's something. Required power 1. There. Alright. Before we warp, let's get healed up.
Emperor, CR needed hear my prayer. Your faithful fighters go to perform the sacred duty. Bless us on our way.
Thank you, Brother Careless. We are inspired by your prayers to the Emperor, that our faith guide us men into the dark we journey.
You encounter an Imperial vessel. Judging by the scorch marks on its hull, it appears to have taken some damage. Before you can further assess the situation, it fires weapons. The charged weapons begin to fire at you.
Let's go, brothers.
Off. Let's take them out.
The enemy crew has been killed. You gather what's useful and return the ship.
The station's men Let's get ready to work.
Fire's been put out across the ship, Captain. And the reactor has been upgraded with the results of the fact that we were able to extract from the enemy ship.
Excellent.
An abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. You scavenge the shipyard for corpses and manage to cobble together a functioning husk.
Good news, Captain. I have in my backups a copy of the personality of Patricus, a faithful and chosen of the Emperor. This will be an excellent host and simulacrum, allowing him to continue to serve the Emperor in his post-death state.
Excellent. His soul is not with us, the sweet arrow, but his body and mind shall serve as best it can. Patricus, we are honored to have a son to be with us. Even just the echo of the man you were inspires us to action.
It is good to be here, brother. The Emperor is the light by which we live. Together, we shall push back the darkness. Fear not. Be strong, and be of good courage.
Well spoken, Patricus, well spoken. To the wharf.
There's a hidden research facility here. You cover some advanced technology with it.
Oh wow, your crew gains 1,000 door break speed for 10 seconds when boarding an enemy ship for the first time. You're hit by using the launching bay. We don't need that, but it's not terrible to use. We don't really use poisoned. We could still use. We have the corruption beam, which creates corrosive gas. So I suppose that's the corpse effigy is still better. Yep. Enemy ships lose 10% of age when your sensor stats is active, stackable. Yeah, this is unfortunately just not as worth it. Shame we couldn't hold on to that and sell it.
An Imperial ship targets your vessel. The impious deserve no mercy.
It is sad to see fools who think they're serving the Emperor when we know better. All we can do is grant them a swift death. Die, heretics. They come to us. Very well. Let's show them what we can do. That's our hot shit. You can't have it.
The enemy crew is killed. You scavenge some munitions, supplies.
Emperor, guide and protect. Be our shield.
Thank you, Brother Canvas. Let's warp.
The space here is devoid of anything noteworthy. There is an abandoned service station here. Recover a number of spare armor plates.
Excellent. Patricus, put these to use if you don't mind. Matthias, you as well. We can use these to repair the ship that comes to it.
Excellent, Captain. You can count on me.
The ship tears into real space in front of an Imperial supply convoy. They appear to be transporting munitions to a nearby invasion fleet. An Imperial-trained crew member forges a false requisition order to be issued to the convoy. Then you don't send it, and instead appeal to them through the fervor. And you explain the nature of your mission, and that the Emperor has insisted upon it. Hail to us, given the straits, the blessedness of the Emperor and his will. Quickly, the crew realized that in order to truly fulfill their purpose, they must hand over the supplies to you. They bless and pray that you might complete your mission. The convoy overseer abides and allots of one of the supply vessels to replenish your stores.
Good work, brother. It is good to see faithful and chosen here yet in the sector. I had hoped. I am delighted to see there are still yet a few faithful. May they flee the exclusion zone. And may they get there in time, so our mission cannot wait.
You're maneuvering through rocky debris when a cult vessel reveals itself. The End Father awaits, they begin to say.
The End Father awaits you, heretic scum.
You collect what you can from mermaids.
Excellent work, brothers.
You arrive above an Imperial planet colony is soon met with intercepted transmission. Short on flux ever since the supply fleet stopped coming, so by the throne, shoot them down. He senses wall of tracking signatures from service batteries. In the meantime, scans indicate the presence of possibly valuable vaults within one of the less defended fortifications.
Captain, we're being targeted for attack. Furthermore, I sense a number of vehicles on the ship. On the substation below, I should say.
Well, this is the fight they've started. Let's do what we can. Let's deploy infiltrators. Very good. Patricus, you have the helm until we return.
On it, Captain. Happy to serve.
Let's go.
I'll lure the boy, Captain, and to deliver them the stench of death.
Captain, fires are breaking out. Venting. Fire's clear, Captain.
You retrieve some of the storage vaults. You retrieve the contents of an additional storage vault. And you break another as well.
Captain, additional fires detected. Furthermore, damage has been done to this ship. Oxygen. I would suggest repairing that as soon as possible. Dan's captain indicate that you found everything you could. Captain. Outfits prepared. Will take a second to return.
Good work, men. Good work. Breathe easy. We've secured a number of supplies for our mission, and the Stargate is not far ahead. Lift naked boots to thank the Emperor for his provision.
Thank you, Emperor, for seeing us, for hearing us. We bless you. We praise you. You alone have all wisdom.
Thank you, Brother Calebus, and the Emperor has strengthened me in response to your prayers. Let us fix the ship and be ready to move. Everyone, you're ready to return to stations.
The Emperor sees and the Emperor knows, brother. We go with his blessing.
Well said. Patricus, well said.
You approach the Stargate. You arrive on the outskirts of the exclusion zone, a region of space demarcated by the Imperial Astrogation authorities as areas containing subspace anomalies greater than Class 6. The path ahead is long and treacherous. For those who come ready, they find great rewards.
And that's it, I think, for today. That was a great little run. Very fun. We'll continue this up another time.